Welcome to the channel. This is going to be the first video on the channel for Blue Protocol Star Resonance. It's going to be my first impression video for the closed beta test. So since this game is still in testing, things are subject to change on release, but I will do my best to actually go over what the game has to offer. So Blue Protocol has a very anime-like aesthetic. A lot of people are going to be spending plenty of hours on creating their character. You also are able to import a file that someone can give you of how the character is created and basically create the same character. But as you guys can see here, from the presets, there is a lot of versatility that you can do for your character. Now, on closed beta test, I'm not too sure if this will happen on release. There is only one voice preset and 3 preset body types between male and female character. Hopefully they do change that on release, but that is currently how it is looking like right now. So something that cannot be ignored is the gacha system. So there is a skin gacha system within Blue Protocol Star Resonance. Not only will you be able to get the skin, but you'll be able to get certain accessories that you can only get from the gacha system itself. There is a preview video as well, so you are able to see what the skins do look like within the game when you do obtain them. Besides the skin gacha, there is also a mount gacha as well, and something called the will gacha. So this is the will gacha. Now the will gacha is basically summons that will help you in battle when you are facing off certain enemies. If you actually click on the will and you click use for, it'll actually tell you what the will does for you. Tina is actually very popular simply because it allows you to reduce the skill cooldown to yourself and the teammates up to 10 in the area. So wills are actually very important when it comes to your builds. Now, can you only summon wills? No, you can actually farm for them, but there is a gacha system for them. You can actually farm these monsters here. And while we're actually here, let's talk about the monster system. So, monsters, you are able to track them within the overworld. As you do kill a certain amount, you will then unlock certain progresses and able to get rewards for it, as well as currency that you are able to spend in the shop, which is called rose orbs. So we have the common, the elite, the boss, and then we have magical creatures that you can find by chance, as you can tell with certain color palettes and the gold feature as well. When it comes to the Monster Hunt bosses, these are field bosses that you will end up fighting with multiple players within the server to then defeat and get various rewards for. And elite bosses are simply bosses that you will most likely be able to kill yourself. And it will actually tell you how exactly the Monster Hunt system works. But to dumb it down, you do get 2 keys per day. You cannot farm this all day long. You get 2 keys per day, so you're looking to kill 2 a day. Keys do stack up to 6, so if you're not able to play a certain amount of days, you are able to stack the keys as well. Blue Protocol Star Resonance also does feature a battle pass system. Every single game has it nowadays, so it's pretty self-explanatory. As you guys do complete certain missions, you'll get EXP to then get all of the rewards here, or if you'd like to spend money, then you'll just spend your rose orbs and then complete the entire thing. There is 2 different prices. We have the $10 price and then we have the $20 price as well. Moving on from there, we have something which is called the season title. You have your title and your emblem. Your season title is basically a flex meter. As you guys actually go up in rank and you get all the way to 21, the icon will literally change on your arm, so everyone will know that you have no life or you just grind the game a lot. Moving on from there, we have the achievement system, which is the trophies that you have to get in order to get your armband or upgraded. Then we have the season store as well, where you can get multiple materials that you may need. You can get currency here as well, or anything that you may need in the moment. Let's talk about what the store has to offer you in Blue Protocol. So the store is essentially wardrobe simulator. If I'm just being honest, that's literally what it is. There is a monthly subscription that you guys can do. Obviously, you'll get more benefits with this and get more homestead storage, which is your housing system. There is a housing system in Blue Protocol. You have certain costume sets that you are able to unlock, certain outfits individually, by piece even. You even have more accessories here by piece. And then you have certain mounts that you can buy, which I did end up buying the Inferno Doombane. We have the mystery store, which is basically the daily store that you are able to refresh to see what you are able to get. And you guys cannot exceed it, so you cannot whale this out for more daily limit. A lot of good things are actually here. So if you are actually, planning on progressing, this is actually really good advice. We have the colorful store here, which is a Nether 4-step shop. We have the shop that is based on your orb count. We have the friendship shop. We have the honor coin shop, which I actually need to buy these before reset. And just talk about this really quick. Reforged stones are basically how you upgrade your equipment, and it allows you to re-roll a stat line in your equipment, which we will get into. And then we have the reputation as well that you can get here. And then your rose orbs you are able to buy, and it does have the first time bonus system. Even going into the Meow store as well, it's literally nothing but wardrobe galore. So if you really want to call Blue Protocol pay to win, yeah, it's pay to look good. I'm not gonna lie. Very much pay to look good. Going over your skills, there are 2 ways to actually level up your skill. So as you guys do increase in level, you guys will be able to upgrade the skill. And then there is the advanced system where you use a certain amount of books to increase the skill even more. You guys are able to click equip here, and essentially you are able to have 4 skills you can swap out. 3 skills are fixed, and then you have your battle imagines, which is basically the will summons that I did mention earlier. You have the entire listing of will summons here, so you can even see if, hey, you want to farm for a field boss, which one would be best for your character. And we also have the extra skills here, which is basically skills you can obtain via quests, a phantom dash, and float as well, that will help you in the overworld progression. Next up, we have the talent system that allows you to allocate points to certain stats that you would like, and also unlock certain effects for your character class that would fit how you play. You can also obtain talent points through different methods such as trial path, which is a certain amount of stages that you are able to do. Adventure level, as you do level up, you get more points, and talent training quests specifically. You're also able to refresh this at will, and also click auto activate as well. Alright, going over the feature system. The feature system is something to remind you what you are able to do daily, weekly, certain events that come out, which is the event right now. And then the challenge system, which is the trials path. So you have your dailies here. Right, we have our boss farming, we have a guild check-in system, your daily missions, 3 commissions you're able to do every single day, and then your guild cargo, which is a donation system of materials. Tina's Mind Realm I am able to have 2 reward attempts of this specifically, but that does not mean I'm able to only farm twice a day. I am able to farm the dungeon as much as I want. And certain dungeons do drop certain equipment that you guys can see here. The equipment does change. Blue Protocol is a very progressive system where you do farm for certain equipment in certain dungeons, level those up, and then you move on from there. We do have the vault system here. You have guild activity, hunt. You have a dancing system as well. We have a world boss that actually comes out in 35 minutes. And then, yes, we have the social system here. These are certain things that you do in the overworld with a bunch of other people, and you get rewards for it for literally doing nothing. You get points for the friendship store that allows you to, spend on maybe certain materials that you get. The rewards are pretty nice. You do have a chance of getting legendary gear, right? So it is always worth doing. Trial path is essentially how you get more talent points and allows you to expand on your character. And then you have the Explorer, which gives you certain tasks that you are able to do, like fishing. You have certain life skills, which is a whole bunch that you're able to do, something for everyone. And all of these are actually beneficial to your account. You have your exploration system, magical creatures that you are able to farm, and then you have the time machine, which is basically the dungeon running. Let's go over the handbook. So the handbook will show you the sign-in rewards, which is the 7-day sign-in reward. You do get these bunny ears, a bunny outfit, and a bunny mount as well. You do have the step-by-step day from day 1 to day 7. These are all things that you should be doing daily and helps you actually progress your account the way they actually want you to play to keep up. And then we have the preview system where you can actually see what are you going to be able to unlock next and when certain things are going to open or come out so you guys can prepare for it in the future. It'll also show you as well what things you have cleared in the past, so just in case you may have forgot, it will let you know. So also go back into the handbook here. We're gonna go to the novice guide. This will literally tell you everything. It's literally step by step. There's a must read for newbies and returns. Every single thing you could ask for is in the guide. So if you want to read, go on ahead. It will even tell you certain mechanics for bosses so you're never lost and you don't feel like you are going to be pressured by the party that you should know everything, because it's right here if you want to learn the actual mechanics of what you're actually playing, even going over your classes, skill training, your wills, gear upgrade, etc, etc. All right, let's go over the combat for Blue Protocol. So Blue Protocol essentially has 5 skills that you can use, and then you have your left click button, you have your ultimate, which is the R, and then the extra 2 slots next to the R are your will system, which is basically your summons, and this is your ultimate. Now, this game is compatible with controller if you actually don't want to do mouse and keyboard, but you have all your skills here. Essentially, you will learn how to play your class and then be able to assort between which skills you are able to use. Some skills can only be used under certain requirements, and you'll have to learn that yourself. I did forget to mention one thing. There is a auto battle mode that will allow you to fight against mobs while you are AFK. So as we press the H key here and just stand in the middle, my character will automatically fight any mobs that appear within this area as they appear on respawn. So if you need to do some farming for some materials, or you simply want EXP to get past the time gate, which we will talk about a little bit later, this is how you would do that. Now, Blue Protocol actually is featured on mobile as well, which is most likely why they have the auto system to cater to that. A lot of people actually use the auto system for the bosses because I will be genuinely honest, this game is not as hard as you might think. There are some mechanics, but as everyone does get overgear in the end game, a lot of things you can pretty much just brute force. When it does come to auto battle as well, you guys are able to actually select what you want your character to use when they are doing auto battle. The gear system is probably the last thing I will go over before I give my full impressions of the beta test. Now, when it comes to the gear system, there is called the Reforge system. The Reforge system allows you to upgrade your weapon to the max, and even after you upgrade it to the max, you are able to still reroll the stats for it. So the basic and advanced attributes are fixed stats. As you guys get drops, those are the two stats that you will get on your weapon. Not these, but whatever, stat you do get. Then, as you guys are reforging it, you are able to change the yellow line. Now, what you're looking for is a line that essentially has a thumbs up, or if you're going for a certain build. So as we click reforge here, we got mastery, boom. And even after you do level up, you guys are still able to reforge it. So that's how that system works. Then we have the refined system. So the refined system, what that does, it allows you to add extra stat lining to your equipment, and it's a bonus effect. So as you guys are leveling this up, this will already be applied onto your gauntlets. So this is already extra stats applied to my Dominion gauntlets, which are right here. So as you guys can see, refining effect, and as I get to level 5, it'll have extra effects onto your gear. So that's essentially how the gear system works. I will show you one more thing about gear. Last thing about gear is the cheer up treat. Now the cheer up treat is whales galore. Even if you're not a whale, you buy this, okay? This will allow you to get triple the clear reward, helping you farm immensely. Okay, now it may not be amazing because you still can get trash, but it's better than getting one piece of equipment per run. You're also able to drop a box in the dungeon that allows you to select what gold piece you want from the selection that is able to drop. I actually forgot about one more thing. There is a time gated system. I know not everyone enjoys this, but your story is actually time gated, and it relegates how far you're able to progress in the game experience wise. Now your time gate is about, I would say, almost 2 weeks for you to be able to reach the last level of level 60. Now you are able to bypass the time gate if you AFK farm a random mob in the overworld. Time gate level actually should be around 30 or so on day 3 of the game, but some people are literally 34 plus because they have sat in one spot and have farmed a mob. So if you actually want to bypass the EXP gate, you can. It's just, will you leave your PC on all day? We are now at the end of the video. This officially concludes my first impression for Blue Protocol Star Resonance. There is actually a lot more that this game has to offer. I did not go over everything because I did not want this video to be too long. Maybe I will release a updated review in the future. I do plan on covering more guides for the game to help people on launch. So, what do I think of the game? I would say it's pretty good for what it has to offer. I will say the combat side is not as intense as people may like, akin to like BDO or something like that. I believe Blue Protocol went for more of the social aspect kind of game, definitely going with the anime like aesthetic, and releasing a bunch of costumes for people to express their characters in the social hubs and the social gatherings that the game does have to offer. The game is very accessible to a lot of players that have not played MMOs before and trying to get into the genre. It's very casual friendly, not only including very simple mechanics once you do understand it, but also the auto battle as well. So I will be playing Blue Protocol when the game does come out at launch, and be covering the game for you guys and whoever does subscribe to the channel. So leave a like and subscribe if you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.